Listen to the story to learn Chinese medicine. Today is the story of the Black Fight. During the Jiajing period of the Ming Dynasty, there was a young imperial physician named Lin Yuan in the Tai hospital in the capital. He is talented and intelligent, especially medicinal, and he is the proud voice of the academician, and his future is bright. But he has a straightforward temperament, and does not know how to go to the flames. That year, the powerful Yan Zhongyan old man was dizzy and bedridden, and the Tai hospital was like a great enemy, and after consultation, he prepared a strong medicine in order to achieve quick results. Only Lin Yuan carefully cut the pulse. He vigorously defied public opinion. I think Ji Lao is a false fire on the rock. The source has been lost. If you use the medicine of tigers and wolves, it is no different from being a fish with responsibilities. He advocated the use of moderate methods to slowly punish them. He said in front of Yan Ji Lao, "The anxiety of adults is like rotten wood burning a fire. It seems to be cracked. In fact, the inner separation is empty when the fire returns to its original state. Therefore, it was originally bacon. It is by no means a coercive solution." These words pierced the flattery of his colleagues. It also angered patients who were not highly weighted. Yan Ji's old face was iron blue. Go off in a huff. Within a few days, a piece of paper. Lin Yuan was put on a medical skill, the crime of a certain condition. He hurriedly resigned from his official position. Exiled to Baichao village in the southwest of the trophy. Tokyo City visits the doctor to the heaviest exile. But overnight, Lin Yuan brought a few old clothes and a box of medical books. Embarked on a long journey. Baichao village is located in a remote area. The heat and humidity are unbearable. Most of the villagers are yellow-faced chicken beasts. Lin Yuan found an abandoned hut to live in, rely on showing the villagers minor illnesses, change some rations, barely make a living. Despite this great disaster, Lin Yuan was not depressed. He practiced medicine during the day. At night, he faced the medical book. Repeatedly think about the symptoms of strict old age. Firmly believe in your own judgment. However, southwest humidity, it invaded his body. Less than half a year, he often felt sore and weak in his waist and knees. Together, the eyes turned black. The tinnitus didn't stop. When the book is at the beginning, a lot of hair can be seen falling out. He looked at the water tank. The reflection of yourself on the water. His face was dark. His eyes sank. He still has half a year left. The imperial doctors look. I am the appearance of the Bible's deficiency. Lin Yuan smiled bitterly in his heart. It is difficult for doctors to treat themselves. He knows his situation. Long-distance fatigue, both mentally and mentally, are damaged. In addition, this place has been lost and invaded. It hurts the root. The kidneys do not produce bone marrow. Smooth and sliding again. Open the whole of the fish. Shock is not enough. Naturally, the waist and knees are sore and soft. Hair loss and chirping. He tried to use the prescription of precious medicinal materials he was familiar with. Condition yourself. But in this poor countryside you can shout. Don't talk about the appearance of the human body. Even ordinary familiar land. Wild boar fish are hard to find. The bag is shy. It made it even more difficult for him to move an inch. For a time, this former imperial physician, he was helpless about his illness. My heart became heavier and heavier. One day she forced herself to hold on to her sick body. To the village, an old grandmother who had been bedridden for a long time saw a doctor. The old grandmother was alone, stripped bare. Lin Yuan was sold out, brought a recipe, but I knew that she had no money to grab medicine. The old grandmother was grateful, holding her hand, and pointed to a clay pot in the corner of the house and said, "Dr. Lin is a good person, and didn't have any good things. This is the salt-boiled black beans that Uncle usually eats as a spiritual meal. You take some. Don't dislike it." In the clay pot, the black beans are full of bumps, black and shiny. Grabbed a small handful and put it in his arms. Back to the hut. Physically and mentally exhausted. Chew a few black beans to satisfy your hunger. In the independent, soft, and hard trend, one is chewing. Full of bean aroma. It made him feel a little more comfortable in his stomach. Look at the remaining black beans in your hand. The alarm clock suddenly went like lightning. I remembered the record in the Emperor's inner scriptures. Northern black. Milk connects to the kidneys. Rise up the stock. It also reminds me of the Compendium of Materia Medica. Li Shizhun called black beans the valley of the kidneys. It is believed that black beans can nourish the kidneys and activate blood. It is also 100% poisonous. Yes. Lin Yuan patted his thigh, suddenly enlightened. How forgot. Lu Rong's medicinal power is so powerful, but it is the gentle principle of supplementing the quality, especially suitable for his long-term lost body. Hoping to rekindle, Lin Yuan acted immediately, with a little meager income accumulated by practicing medicine. In exchange for the best black beans from the villagers, the selection of beans is very particular, to be full of grains, black as lacquer. Bite open, the inner person is crisp. This is the authentic price. Did not use complex technology, but followed the ancient method, made two of the simplest, but also the most effective things, Do not run black beans. Fry the black bean pattern fire until the bean skin is slightly cracked. It emits bursts of burnt aroma, and then pours into the old vinegar. Be soaking. It cannot soften black beans. Drinking medicine is deep. It can also enhance its convergence. The effect of microsperm is black bean porridge. Grab a handful of black beans every day. Soak overnight in advance. Brown rice exchanged for the village, and the walnut people picked in the mountains, boiled together into porridge. Walnuts can also be careless. It goes well with black beans. From then on, this vinegar soaks black beans and black bean porridge. It has become a good breeding product that it does not leave every day. Chew more than a dozen vinegar-soaked black beans in the morning and evening. Acid dries and transforms yin. The mouth is full of tendons. Pour over a bowl of steaming black bean porridge. Warm the stomach and heart. The days passed. Change is also happening quietly. First of all, I felt that I had strength in my body. It is no longer so difficult to get up in the morning. The feeling of soreness in the waist and knees has been reduced a lot. Then I found out when I combed my hair. There is less and less hair in the basin. A month or two passed. The constant ringing in the ears. I don't know when. The mirror disappeared quietly like a low tide. Then just shine on the water. The gray aura on his face receded. The eyes also regained their former brilliance. Brother Wang in the village. Work all year round. The back is sore and can't be planted. Lin Yuan taught her to eat vinegar and soak black beans. Nasal skin postpartum weakness. The wind blows in the west, and I fear getting old. Hair is dry and yellow. Lin Yuan asked her to drink black bean and red date soup often. There are also children at the head of the village who are pale and thin. Lin Yuan asked his mother to sprinkle a handful of black beans while cooking. Make black bean rice. The simplicity of the villagers. See, Dr. Lin's method is simple and effective. One after another, they followed suit. Every household has an extra can of vinegar-soaked black beans on the stove. The aroma of black beans often wafts out of the half-pot. The complexion of Baichao village turned rosy. Lin Yuan and the villagers together. Black beans were planted in front of and behind the house. Looking at the pieces of black bean nails shine in the sun, my heart is filled with unprecedented tranquility and fulfillment. One evening after the year, Lin Yuan was working on the edge of the bean field. A merchant from the capital, passing by this place to rest. During the chat, we talked about major affairs in the court. Sighed. Do you know that Yan Jilao? Dongmen later used tiger and wolf medicine. The military campaign paid off. In just half a year, the lamp will run out of oil. Collapsed. The little imperial doctor who told him the truth when he saw a doctor at the beginning. I don't know where I have fallen. It was a disaster. Lin Yuan Wenyan's hand holding the hoe trembled slightly. He looked up at the fiery sunset in the distance. There are no waves in my heart. There is only a clear patch. He returned to the hut. Serve a bowl of black bean porridge cooked by yourself. Porridge is fragrant in the bird. He whispered to himself. Tears are cloudy. Righteousness is within. Evil cannot be interfered with. This black bean catches my innate foundation. It is the root of life. The capital is prosperous. It's just a fleeting moment. This remote peace is the unintentional destination. It turns out that the best medicinal materials do not grow in poor buildings and jade houses. And it is between this ordinary thousand ends. Since then, Lin Yuan has taken root in Baichao village. He combines all his medical skills with the wisdom of this valley of the kidneys. Protect the health of the people. And the method of raising black beans also follows his story. It has been passed down from generation to generation in this land.